I had the best time in New Zealand. I did Underworld 3 in New Zealand. It was, I think it's the most beautiful place in the world.
I can't believe I didn't bump into you. I tried to get onto your set about 3 different times, so I wouldn't have a bar of it.
You should have called me.
Oh, I should have just called you directly. And you were almost in New Zealand, because didn't you almost do Bridge over Terabithia?
Not.
Was that an internet
yeah, I think so. I wasn't going to do that one, but I've been to New Zealand.
Good. Holiday?
Yeah, kind of. I was in Australia, so I was in there.
You took the bridge over.
I took the bridge, yeah.
Anyway, what I'm very glad about is that you don't have red glowing eyes, because you guys kind of freaked me out.
They are kind of freaky, those red eyes, aren't they?
Yeah, that's when
I was saying, I'd love to have, I wish my eyes were like those sunglasses that change colour slowly depending on the light, because I would love to be able to eventually go red if I got angry with someone. That would be kind of really great to control people, wouldn't it?
It would. It was creepy. You're kind of a turncoat anyway. Weren't you a werewolf for the last time?
Well, I've seen what it's like on that side of the tracks, and I wanted to kind of enjoy a bit of nice tailoring.
Excellent. Yes, it was excellent tailoring. Now, how was it? I mean, this Twilight thing is kind of insane, the way that it's taken off. Did you both enjoy being a part of the Twilight phenomenon?
I did enjoy being a part of it, and I guess I'm still a part of it, you know, kind of going into this. And I think that was one of the reasons I wanted to play this character, was to be able to say in years from now that I was a small part of it, because it is really kind of amazing, and you know, you never know when you're going to see something of this kind of magnitude again.
But you were a fan of the books before you took the role of Jane Austen?
Yeah, I've read the books, and I've seen the movie, and was a big fan of kind of everything.
She's a bit of a meanie, isn't she?
She is. She has just a pretty dangerous power.
Yeah, did you enjoy that? Because you've had some pretty sort of gorgeous, sweet little roles, and this was,
right,
kind of out there.
Yeah, which is always fun. You know, that's what I love about acting. You get to one day be something else, and one day be kind of an evil vampire.
Absolutely. How did you find embracing your inner vamp?
I loved it. I love being a vampire. I love the idea of playing someone who's been alive for thousands of years and, you know, seen everything and done everything, and finds humans fascinating. The idea of this love between Bella and Edward is just bizarre to Arrow. He can't understand it, but he's sort of fascinated by him, finds it all very romantic and wonderful. So I love that.
Yeah, there's an intrigue in him, isn't there, and a curiosity, which is kind of like he spares her to see where it's going to go to from there.
Yeah, I think if you've been alive for that long, one of the things that you would do is crave new sensations. And
yeah, good point.
That's a big part of it, I think.
And blood. You know,
and blood.
On the flip side of it.
Yeah.
Talking to Chris, when you adapt something like this, fans know intimately every single molecule and detail of a story like this. Is it kind of frightening to sort of hope that you're going to get it right?
A lot of pressure. There's so much passion on the fans, isn't there? Knowing that, you know, they know more about these characters than we do to begin with. You know, by the point where we're offered the parts or whatever. Certainly at the point where I was offered the part, I knew very little about it, and yet all these people out there know so much about it, including my daughter.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a pressure, yeah.
Oh, family pressure, that does get
But there's also
scary.
something lovely, like whenever I go to the theatre and I'm sitting there about to watch a play, there's a little part of me that thinks, I wish I could now get up on the stage and be in this. Right. And with this story, because the story had already been going, there was already a film, it's a bit like the equivalent of that in the cinema. It's like getting into the screen and being part of a story that you've already enjoyed.
Wow. Have you both had a chance to see the film?
I haven't.
Right.
I have, yeah.
You have. So you have got an idea about how spooky you look, and you're just not so sure yet.
I'm really good. Dakota's terrible. Don't tell her, though.
Stop, that's not fair. Is your sister jealous of you being a part of the Twilight franchise?
She is. She's very excited, though. And it's so funny, her best friend is like a fanatic about Twilight. So, so
How
it's
old
exciting.
Is your
She's 11.
Oh, yeah, she's well, so I was just chatting to Taylor about this. You know, we think it's a tween thing, but I'm sorry, there are so many women of my generation that are completely gaga for this.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
People,
insane.
yeah, even like my driver yesterday, who's, you know, a middle-aged African-American man, and he was like going crazy about it. He said how much he loved the first film and all that. So there's a very large demographic.
Oh, there is. What do you think, though? Why do you think it's got this enormous, ridiculous appeal to everybody? Is there sort of
Well, it's such a great story. It's a wonderful love story, romantic love story, and but it has kind of a supernatural element to it as well. I think it's something that people can relate to of all ages, but especially a sort of younger audience. And it seems very real. At the same time, it seems very fantastical.
Yeah, agreed. I'm being wrapped and stood up on, so I better go.